Hello, and how are you? Janine here. As a mindset alchemist and a healer's healer, I love helping you understand the chemistry between your thoughts, your words, your feelings, and what this does for your actions and what your results are. For me, that is one of the major reasons why I love doing the energy of the week and sharing the energy of the week with you so that things can't sneak up and bite you in the bum. Now, remember, or the front, remember that energy doesn't just stop and start on a specific day, it flows through. And one of the flows that has been coming through for April has been get out of your comfort zone, move out of your comfort zone, and stay moving out of your comfort zone. It's also been about decluttering of thoughts, emotions, people, spaces, and places. And this week, there's a little tweak to that. Let's get started. You're being asked, oh, I'm on the wrong page, people. Oh, where did I? Here we go. I was about to tell you what I channeled for my women, YBiz, Women in Biz membership group, which I'm delighted if you would like to join. It's only $39.99, and we go far more in depth on various business issues and various things. Okay. What came forward? I saw this vision of an eagle and then a seagull, just with their arms, their wings outspread, and they were allowing the wind to lift them. Last week, the winds of change were blowing. This week, the winds, stormy winds are blowing, and you are being asked to fly above the storm, literally, and just to glide on those thermals. There's a bit more to it, though. You are being asked to use source and Mother Earth energy to relax and to focus on what is being thrown at you, what is coming to you, and how it's coming to you. You know what I forgot to do was to share this. I'll do it later. The bottom line is you're being asked to have full awareness this week and to understand what's going on, as well as seeing the bigger picture of life, understanding that there is a bigger picture, and the bigger picture is here to take you further, faster, and much more effectively. Doesn't that feel great that you can move forward faster and more effectively? However, you are being asked not to rush anything, not to push yourself too far, too fast. You are literally being asked to focus. Focus on what you choose to have, where you choose to be, and how you choose to get there. Now, for me, this is actually quite an interesting perspective, because last week we were being told that if you don't know where you're going, and if you don't put into place where you would like to go, you're going to get flung there. So this sounds a bit better to me than getting stuck where you are. Like this, you are being asked to be guided and to receive what is being brought to you this week. Be aware that less energy is to be used, and to have more awareness for that to come to place, for that to come forward, so that you can move into what it is you're being asked to move into. You are also being asked to understand that this week it's important that you are versatile, that you go beyond what you normally do and see maybe there's a different way of doing it, maybe there's a new way of doing it, and maybe there's a far more aligned, less energy draining way of doing it. And just because you've always done something a certain way doesn't mean that it's a great time to carry on doing it. In fact, you're actually being asked to do things very, very differently, and to do it in a far more aligned way. And as you do it in an aligned way, you're actually going to be carried forward. Allow your new way, and allow for a rebirth this week, because you are being asked to look at where you can rebirth in your career, your cash flow, relationships. And here's a heads up, relationships may be a little bit strained this week. Relationships with yourself, relationships with others, and relationship with your income producing activities. So go and check in and see where you're being asked to make sure that they're not that strained. You are also being asked to see that this stress, this strain is a pressure, and pressure is what causes us to grow, it causes us to seek new ways and to move away from the stress. Stress also keeps you growing. When you put stress on your bones, it keeps them strong. And that's what this stress is going to be. It's to allow that strength that's within you to come forward. And this is where the versatility comes in. Now, when you communicate, allow yourself to communicate with your higher self and communicate effectively with others and to communicate effectively with yourself. Stop, question things, ask, is this what you mean? Is this what that means? Is this what I mean? And by doing that, you allow for far more interactive communication, far more effective communication, and communication that will take you forward in a far, far more aligned, far less stressful way from a disagreement perspective. Now, in many instances this week, you're going to be asked to stop and actually hear what the person isn't saying with their words, what they are saying at a deep, energetic, underlying level. The same thing with yourself. When words come out, stop and say, where does that feel a little bit not so aligned? Let me go back and see how I can make it more aligned with who I am and what it is. Clarify, clarify, clarify. Clarify communication, clarify situations, and clarify where there is no clarity. So this brings more effectivity, more effortlessly, if that makes sense. Also, this week, look at the energy and laugh. Look at what's happening and laugh. Have some fun time, downtime, and the word that kept coming forward was the two words actually be adaptive, adaptable, and versatile and resourceful. Look at your resources, go deep and see where you can use them, how you can use them, and what you're using them for. Opportunities are going to be very much presented to you this week, and they may require you to be uncomfortable for a time to allow in huge change and different ideas, and step up to the challenge. Get out of that comfort zone. And this came through very forcibly. Do not be wasteful. Do not, rather repurpose an idea, repurpose something. Yes, declutter. However, see where it's throwing it away because you don't want to deal with it, or see where it really should be got rid of. And do not be wasteful. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your energy. Do not waste your goods. Do not waste what it is you have in your surroundings. You are being asked to repurpose as well as declutter. Declutter, repurpose, and let your heart guide you, not only in the decluttering, but with the people you meet, the events you're organizing, and everything this week. Stop, take logic out of it, and ask, heart, what are we meant to be doing here? What is required of us here? And where are we being asked to be resourceful in this situation so we do not waste this situation? We do not declutter the wrong thing. Also, you're being asked to be the master of your life this week. Seek clarity in all areas. See it from a different perspective, a different emotion, a different point of view, and be open to new ideas, new suggestions, and see what comes forward. Now, this was quite interesting. Watch for the maliciousness that may come forward. So, something can look very innocent, but the long-term effect of it is not, hey babe, the long-term effect of it is going to be malicious. It's just look at it and say, okay, this looks great and easy for now. What are the long-term effects of this going to be? Would I like to invite that into my life and my reality, or would I choose to be more guarded and more in alignment and not so much dashing into things? So it's to stop and to breathe and to see what is the actual underlying truth between what is coming forward, and trust your instincts. People, trusting your instincts, trusting your intuitions came up in capital letters there. Life knows what it's doing in the midst of the storms of change. So last week we had the winds of change. This week we're having the storms of change. And I don't know about you, but when the storms of change come through, it's washing everything clean, it's ripping things apart, and it's blowing things away. And it leaves fresh, clean air behind. So if you don't want to get taken with, soar above it. And that is why you're asked to soar above the storm. S-O-A-R, not S-O-R. Do not get S-O-R-E, soar in the storm, soar above it and let it go there. And that's where the communication, the versatility, the adaptability comes in. Make adjustments very quickly. Yes, you don't rush into things. However, it's to gather the information and adjust as fast as you can. It's almost like coming back into equilibrium, a counterbalancing more than a balancing. Steps. Oh, I can't read what I wrote. Oh, stop clinging to what was and embrace what is coming regardless, what is coming anyway. Release that fear and embrace consciousness, embrace awareness, and embrace flexibility this week. And understand that just because somebody's coming into an argument with you, stop, clarify, be flexible enough to see from their perspective, from other perspectives, because would you like the results in 5 years' time? That is the energy of this week. Please let me know that you've watched it. A comment would be great. And have an incredible week. And come and join me in my free group, Optimal Awareness for Driven Entrepreneurs, where we explore the chemistry between thoughts, words, actions, and the energy of the week. Bye-bye.